Okay, so what are the ways, right, to be consistent and how I really stay here for the past 11 to 12 years? Let's go! Okay, so I've been here for 11 to 12 years. In this 11 or 12 years, I did like about 2 years of part-time, okay, because I was still studying. So full-time I did for like about 8-9 years around there. So what happened is that there's something that I would like to share. If some of you are finding the industry very difficult or wondering is this industry able to be like a long-term occupation or long-term job for you, then you may want to spend the next few minutes to hear what I have to say. So basically I just want to share a very important point. Okay, if you watch my past few videos, right, I keep talking about having customers, having clients, then having knowledge. Okay, actually, to be frank, life is never fair lah. Again, I'm going to say this sentence. Everyone comes into the industry at a different kind of level. There's some people that comes in, right, with a lot of customers. There's some people that comes in with no customers. There's some people comes in with nothing. There's some people comes in with a little bit of customer. Everyone comes in with a different kind of level, different kind of position. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I did it, because I come in with like really zero customers, and at that time it was really tough, and I was only like 21, 22. I couldn't even, I think my friend don't even have money to buy a car or even a bicycle, you know. So how did I manage to sell real estate? Okay, so basically I went in to the industry, and one important thing that I learned is you must always have clients. So my last few episodes already share with you this. So what I did is I always have clients, and I always believe in good service as well as knowledge. So everyone has to really understand and believe in this lah, because I feel that this is a very important point, because this is the point that has kept the industry going. Or maybe this is the point that will improve the industry, because today if you have good customer service and you have good knowledge, okay, your clients will buy and sell through you for different cycle and different generations. So actually one of my customer, right, was like way years back. He was staying in Sembawang. So I met him, I saw his place, then he moved to Bishan. Then he moved to Bishan. After that we sold Bishan, then I helped him buy an EC in Sembawang. Again, he moved back to Sembawang, but he upgraded to an EC. So basically I helped him for his whole portfolio, from a BTO flat to a Bishan 5-room flat to a EC 3-bedder. So this is, to be frank, this is how you should be doing your business, because actually prospecting is really the most difficult and the hardest and the most blood sweating issue in the whole industry, because the one that got a client wins. Okay, so if you want to work in the industry for like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you wouldn't want to be an agent that every day you keep looking for customers. Every day you are waiting to say that, hey shit, I hope that I got more customer, where's my customer? That's not supposed to be the point. And like I share, you have more customer, you get more practice, you get better. So the thing is, you really need to work on your referral. You really need to work on your inner circle. So the people that you serve before, right, should be referring you some clients, or the people that you work before should be coming back to look for you. So in my 12 years, basically many people have gone through like 2-3 cycles. I get many customers that actually come back and look for me. I think this is a very important point, because if you have good service and you have good knowledge, right, people will come back and look for you. And if you follow up with people, you keep yourself in the loop of their life, or you let them know that you are improving, you are there, you are able to help them in their future, you help them upgrade their portfolio, help them in their investment, people will come back for you. I think this is a very important point on how to be consistent in the industry, because the real estate industry, right, is an ever-changing industry. For my 10 years here, right, so many things changed. From the time I paid, I think 6,979 to be an agent, I took an exam to be an agent, then the CA came, then I took a multiple choice exam to be an agent. I think that at the time was like 300 multiple choice or something. Then I'm a very loyal person lah. I stay in Dennis Realty until it merged with PropNext. So all my managers left, I'm still in the company. Then it's a long journey, and within these 10 years, right, there's so many cooling measures, from what TDSR, MSR 3 years, HDB to sell to 5 years, what PR, what 5%, then what Singaporean. Last time Singaporean, right, don't have got private property also can buy HDB one, you know. Now cannot, you see. So many things change within the whole journey. So if you are not doing it and you are not always in the loop of what is happening in the industry, right, it's very hard for you to catch up once you lose the journey, because it's like a rat race. No, you keep running and keep working, then suddenly they come up with a new cooling measure, then they drop a new cooling measure, or they come up with a new cooling measure. You need to know what is the progress, because the progress will show you, right, what is the progress of the market. Then from there, then you're able to share with your customer, you're able to do videos like that, right, to tell people, oh, what happened. So to me, this is not an easy industry, and to be consistent, you really need to understand what is happening, and you have to be in touch with the changing rules and regulation. So this is why, right, I believe that the Singapore real estate industry is very different from the other countries, because over here we still have like CPF, so we have HDB, so we have very unique factors. Not everything is a private open market. So with all these factors, there's a lot of rule and regulation, and unlike other countries, some of them they are commission based, yet they are still getting fixed pay. But in Singapore, like, basically we are commission based, we don't get fixed pay at all. So there's different kinds of ways that is actually working. And to be frank, in other countries, maybe 50,000, 100,000 USD or whatever, you get a property. But in Singapore, you will never get a property at 100,000. So there is very big difference in the different industry, different countries. So this is the interesting point. If you are not in the loop, you are not able to keep working. And if looking for customer is always your problem, and you're not expanding your circle, and you're not actually, to be frank, like, you cannot stop prospecting one. You can only prospect lesser and expand your referral circle, so that you can have more time to work on your customer, rather than or you can have more money for other purpose, rather than keep spending money on prospecting. Then in the end, your net profit is very low. So working on referrals is very important, and all the whole journey, you have to really spend a lot of effort, and to have good customer service, to have good knowledge, to hope that the people, the buyer and seller, your customers, come back to you for the next cycle, or the next generation. Next generation, I mean, like, I ever sold the house for the father, then the kid came to me to buy the house. So this is a very good example of how you can be consistent in the industry, because this will help you in making your whole journey better. And my idea of the real estate industry is, I hope that if I keep working and I keep doing good to the industry, to my customer, right, I hope that at one point of time, I do not need to keep prospecting. My dream is I will be so ample of customer, and everyone kind of look for me. There's so many people that I got no time to serve, then I need to see who to serve and everything. I really hope that the day will come to me, but I mean, it's still a dream for me. So this is the interesting point of the real estate industry. So I hope I can help you, and I hope this topic helps you and let you understand whether this industry is for you or not. And if you are still suffering, I think you have to go back to the marketing video and really understand the whole ecosystem of the industry. So thank you for watching. Hit the like button, smash the like button, and I see you in my next episode. Bye bye.